proclamation reads, whereas St. Francis Borgia Regional High School is a participating member of the Missouri State High School Activities Association, and whereas St. Francis Borgia Regional High School participates in boys basketball at the varsity level in the Class 4 state championship, and whereas the Borgia High School Knights varsity basketball team compiled a record of 28-3, a record for the 2008-2009 basketball season, whereas this basketball team competed for and won their respective state sectional for the 2008-2009 season, and whereas this basketball team competed for and won their respective state quarterfinal for the 2008-2009 season, and whereas this basketball team competed for and won their respective state semifinal for the 2008-2009 season, and whereas this basketball team competed for and won the state championship in Class 4A for the 2008-2009 season. Whereas this basketball team competed for and won the state championship in Class 4A for the, repeat myself here, maybe it's worthy of repeating yourself twice for such a significant achievement. And whereas the St. Francis Borgia High School varsity basketball team has won the Missouri State Championship for an unprecedented 5 times, making the Borgia basketball program very successful at this level. Now, therefore, I, Richard S. Stratman, Mayor of the City of Washington, Missouri, do hereby proclaim the week of April the 6th, 2009, as St. Francis Borgia Regional High School Knights Varsity Basketball Celebration Week in the City of Washington. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, young man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for all you do for the community.
Well, thanks for the recognition. We always talk about, especially with this team, our motto has always been we are family, and that extends far beyond the players, the managers, the coaches. It extends out to their parents, our fans, the community. You need all those things, I think, to be a successful program, and we certainly have the backing of a lot of people. You could only imagine, if you weren't there, the number of people that were up at the state championship games. It was incredible. And I try to warn these guys before they went out the floor, the feeling that you're going to have going out there, you can't even put into words, but your spine just tingles when you see all those people out in the stands when you first go on the floor for the first time. It's just overwhelming. These guys worked awfully hard, and as Mayor Stratman said, that they dreamed this for not only before this year started. These guys have been dreaming this since probably they were 4 or 5 years old, and especially when they started on teams in 2nd and 3rd grade. Coach Kimminau has a special relationship, I think, with this team, as he has a son on it, Eric, who's a senior, and he really helped these kids out coming up through the years, but they've been dreaming about that moment, I think, since they were very young. And we have one councilman on here that has a son that was in the state championship game and kind of got things started, and he probably knows what it's like to have a son have that type of feeling and that type of emotion and put so much into something to reach that goal, as these kids did. Herbie Dale Jr. just unbelievable job for us, and it's hard to express in words, when you finally reach that goal, what it means, but it means an awful lot. We thank you for the recognition.
All the recognition that we got came from the guy who just spoke. Coach Neier does an unbelievable job with us, from the running we did at the beginning of the season, which we don't always respect as we're doing it, but down the road we know it came in handy, and the help and support from all of them. It was unbelievable. Like we said earlier, we couldn't have done it without everyone who was there, and just to step out on the court and see it, it seemed like the entire town of Washington there supporting us was unreal. It was unbelievable from playoffs on, and even during the regular season, there was a lot of people at a lot of our games, and to see the fans like that, it's hard to try to not let you guys down. You know, we stepped up in the end, and Coach Neier did a good job of leading us through. So we just want to say thanks for the recognition and thanks for supporting us all season long. Thanks a lot.